Children, this is Shival sir speaking. Children, we have completed question number 1 of exercise 14.2 and we are going to start from question number 2.7, exercise 14.2. So the question which I have written over here on the board is x square minus 2xy plus y square minus z square. So children, this one should be factorized. We have to factorize this one using an identity, that is a square minus 2b plus b square. It's already written within the bracket as we can see. It's x square minus 2xy plus y square. So children, what we have to do from here, like we have to apply an identity of a minus b whole square. So let us apply that identity first. It's x square minus 2xy plus y square. It's an identity of x minus y whole square or a minus b whole square. Here is it's written x square minus 2xy plus y square. It was actually replaced by the actual identity was a square minus 2ab plus b square. No matters whether it's a or x, there is no difference at all. Thing is that whether the format of the identity is matching or not. Yes, it's matching. So it's x square minus 2xy plus y square. So I can apply the identity of a minus b whole square. That's why I've written over here x minus y whole square. The next one is minus z square. Minus z square. So children, as it's x minus y whole square and minus z square, so I'll consider x minus y as a and z will be considered as b. So if it is a square and z is, this one is b square, so I can apply one more identity, that is a square minus b square. So I'm going to apply an identity a square minus b square. Here it's x minus y whole square. No matters. I'll consider this one entire. The entire this portion will be considered as a and this one as b. So a square minus b square is equal to a plus b into a minus b. Children, just look at the board. It's x minus y plus z, matlab a plus b into a minus b. A plus b into a minus b. Let me bring it into simplest form. So x minus y, as its plus sign, it's just before z. So I'll use plus z, and I'll just keep them within one bracket. Now the next one is x minus y. The minus symbol just front of z, so I'll write minus z. So this is the entire, entirely it's answer of x square minus 2xy plus y square minus z square. This is the final, means from here, if we break it further, this one, the question part will be returned. So it's better if you keep an answer up to this much. The next one is question number 8. Question number 8 is 25a square minus 4b square plus 28bc minus 49c square. Children, it's very simple. Here is 28bc. So it's containing b and c. So b is available here in 4b square. C is available in 49c square. So what we can do here, we can take this particular part. We can consider this particular part for the identity a square minus a minus b whole square. Let's check it out how to do this. I'll write 25a square as it is. Let it be as it is. And I want to take minus common from these three terms. So I'll be taking minus away from these three terms. So it was minus 4b square, minus is out, so it's only 4b square. Now, it was plus 28bc, so minus is away, minus is taken away. So it will turn into minus. Why? Because if I multiply minus into minus, it results plus. Minus into minus results plus. So naturally, from this particular plus sign or plus 28bc, one minus sign is taken away. So minus 28bc will be left. If you want to check your answer, if you want to check your values, just do multiply with this minus sign. Minus into 4b square results minus 4b square. Minus into minus 28bc results plus 28bc. So minus is taken away from 49c square. It's out. It will be plus 49c square. Now, let this 25a square as it is. Minus. This minus sign is here. This one. Now 4b square minus 28bc plus 49c square. Children, can we break this one in form of a square minus 2ab plus b square? Can we break this one into a square minus 2ab plus b square? Yes, we can. Check it out. How to do this? 4b square, I'll just write 2b whole square. 4b square will be written as 2b whole square minus. Here is plus 49c square. I want to write 7c whole square. I want to write 7c whole square. In between there is supposed to be 2ab. So write 2a matlab 2b, b matlab 7c. So 25a square minus 2b square minus 2 into 2b into 7c plus 7c square. It's an identity of, let it be 25a square as it is, minus sign. A square minus 2ab plus b square. So this one is a minus b whole square. Matlab 2b minus 7c whole square. 2b minus 7c whole square. Children, from here, from this particular line, we can introduce one more identity, that is a square minus b square. A square minus b square. So 25a square will be kept as 5a whole square minus in bracket 2b minus 7c whole square. This one will be considered as b square. This is a square and this is b square. So one more identity which I have just now I have said, that is a square minus b square identity, that is a plus b into a minus b. Matlab a plus b into a minus b. A matlab 5a plus minus in bracket 2b minus 7c. Now we can write it into simplest form. 5a plus 2b minus 7c, and from here 5a minus will be multiplied with 2b. It's minus 2b, minus into minus plus 7c. Plus 7c, because minus will be multiplied with 2b and minus 7c. So children, this is how we have to solve this question. Now we are going to deal with question number 3.1, that is ax square plus bx. Very simple. As we can see that no identities can be applied over here. So what can be taken? What can be done from here? So we have to take x common from both of these two terms. X will be taken common. Once I take x common from both of these two terms, ax will be here plus b, because it was ax squared. X was multiplied twice, so one x has been taken away, so one more x is left. So children, I always suggest to check it out whether your solutions are right or wrong. Just go for a multiplication. So x into ax, the number which you are taking common, taking away as common. So by that number, go for a product, go for a multiplication. The values within the bracket. X into ax is ax square plus b into x results bx. So I cannot factorize it further. If I factorize it, I'll get my question in return. So just leave your answer up to this much. The next one is 7p square plus 21q square. Children, what we can do from here, we can take 7 away. We can take 7 as common from both of this number. So once I take 7 away from this number, only p square will be left. Plus from 21q square, if I have taken 7 away from it, 3q square is left. I cannot factorize it further. It will be left as this only. It's 7 into p square plus 3q square. There is no identity a square plus b square. So I have to leave my answer till this much. Now the next number is number 3. Number 3 is 2x cube plus 2x square xy square plus 2xz square. Children, as we all can see, 2 is available in all these 3 terms. 2 is present in all these 3 terms. So 2 can be taken away from here. And here is x cube, x and x. One single x is available in all these 3 terms. So I can take away one x. What will be left? From 2x cube, 2x is out. Only one x is there. Plus. From 2xy square, 2x is out. So only y square is left. Plus. 2x is out. Only z square is left. This is only my answer. I cannot factorize it further. Next one is am square plus bm square plus bn square plus an square. Let's check it out. How to do this? Children, here is am square, here is bm square. Can we take away m square from both of this number? Yes, we can. What will be left? A plus b. Again, from bn square plus an square, can we take away n square? What will be left? A plus b. So now, from this particular line, one new concept will be introduced. Here is a plus b, here is a plus b. So we will take one a plus b common. Here is a plus b, here is a plus b. So both the places we have got a plus b. So we are going to take away a plus b. What will be left? M square plus n square. That's all. This is what my answer all about. So children, we had a discussion on these sums from question number 2 and 3. I believe I was pretty able to make you understand. So now this question should be practiced very nicely, and the next period you can utilize for practicing this sum. Till then, thank you so much. Thanks a lot, children. Thank you.